education at the collegiate level is more popular than ever. In fact, 70% of all students enrolled in college are non-traditional adult learners, and their median age is around 34, and women are heading the charge. Not only do online education give a great return on investment, but the convenience of attending class from practically anywhere fits the needs and schedules of today's busiest goal-oriented women. And here with all the insight and personal experience are Renee Hamilton-McNealy, a Columbia College graduate, and Columbia College's Senior Director of Marketing, Brad Wucher. It is so great to have you here today.
Thank you so much.
And Renee, I'm so excited to talk to you. You have such a great story. You're a veteran, you're an artist, you're an entrepreneur. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. So I've been in the Army for 19 years and made the rank of Master Sergeant. I also advocate for veterans and ran for Miss Veteran America 2016. And as an artist, the human body is my canvas, so I body paint life for events and different shoots, things of that nature.
Wow.
Yes.
You know, and I know you're a Columbia College online graduate. We're going to hear about that. But Brad, tell us a little bit about Columbia College.
So Columbia College was founded in 1851 as the first institution of higher learning for women west of the Mississippi. And since that time, we've been accredited for over a century, providing education in 35 locations nationwide. And we really feel that that's part of our mission to change lives through education, which is why we currently serve over 20,000 students, both online and in seat.
And what do you think sets your online program apart from everybody else?
Three things: flexibility, cost, and speed. So the idea is that if you want to go as fast as you possibly can, you can create a bachelor's degree in less than 3.5 years.
Wow.
And then the flexibility with the online education system is such that you can take class when it works best for you. So for a busy adult life that's got work and family to deal with, you can find a way to fit that in. And then lastly is cost. That's the biggest scary factor for everybody to enroll, and our cost is extremely affordable.
Well, Renee, what inspired you to, want to get your online education at Columbia College?
Well, what took place when I was called to active duty after September 11th, I pulled out of a traditional college that I was attending. And I met one of the education service officers for Columbia College at the military installation, and she pretty much showed me the program and how I can complete classes online so that I didn't have to put it on hold until my duty was done. And I started with 2 classes, and it just was awesome. I love the pace, everything about it, and I continued on to complete my my bachelor's online.
That's fantastic. And Brad, you guys really pride yourself on supporting the students, right?
Absolutely. We understand how scary it can be to consider going back to college, especially after you've been out of school for a while, and the expense and all that. So we try to develop, even in an online environment, a very good relationship between our advisors and the student, so that there's support there at every turn on which classes to take and what path to follow. And then beyond that, after you get out of school, you have to be able to put the degree to work. And so we provide career counseling and career service support for an entire lifetime at no cost to our students.
Well, Renee, what would you say to those folks out there that are watching today that say, I can't do this, I can't do this? What would your advice be?
Just take a moment to just remind yourself what you truly want and be gentle to yourself in the process. Set incremental goals and celebrate each step of the way, and maybe just start with 1 class and go from there, move at your own pace, because you never know what a journey will be like until you get started.
And Brad, you said a little bit, you spoke to this, but it's affordable, right?
For a nonprofit private institution, we're about half the cost of the national average, and that makes a big difference. And then when you combine that with the availability of financial aid, it makes it so easy for people to find a way to get the degree they're seeking.
Wow. And where can folks find out more?
They can go to ccis.edu and learn all about our online education.
It was just so great having you here today. You inspired me. I'm sure you inspired others out there. And to find out more, you can also go to thebalancingact.com for more information. Great having you guys here today.
Thank you
so much.